All right, next up in this lesson 7 of the Bamboo Sales Assistant setup. Now, you need to go back to your Chrome account that you've created, and now everything will come together. So, what we do is we go to DocSoup and we click sign in. Sign in with Google. Yes, let's go. Boom, demo. You get 14-day free trial. What I do is I bookmark DuxDash. Yes, I want synchronization. Yes, I want that. I don't need the tutorial. What you also want to do is you want to go to bookmarks and then click on bookmark view. Ctrl Shift and B will also do that. So this is DocSoup. Now the first thing that we will do is we go to drip campaigns. And then you will use your message funnel that you've created in the last lesson. I hope you did. If you didn't, you need to create that first before we're able to do this. And then you need to fill it out here. So what you do is you go to the message funnel. Let's see, where do I have it? Here. Take the connection request. And you fill it out in the connection request. Jeez. Be sure to do the spacing right. And that's the first one. The second one. First follow-up. You add that in the second one. You can do however many hours you like. I like to do the first one pretty soon after. If you press these pluses here, you can get 5 options. So you can add a follow, you can add endorse, you can add a visit, you can add an email, and you can add a message. These are the messages. What I always do is I follow them first. And I've seen that it increases acceptance rate, which is good. Then you can also say like, oh, visit 1 hour after connecting. They will see that you've done that. And then 1 hour after that, do a chat. That's how I do it. I wouldn't do the endorsing. There are some technical issues at the time of recording. It might already be fixed when you're watching this. The time right now is 18 May 2023. So if it's a lot later than this date, maybe it works. So you can test it out, but be sure to check it, because what happened is that when people got endorsed, sometimes it crashed and keeps sending on stuff, or it sent a wrong text. So that's not what you want. So I would recommend stay away from that. An InMail is basically the premium version of LinkedIn. So that's, you only have a few of those. So you only use that for a very specific target market. And then you just continue. So I have 2 more follow-up messages. The second one I do around 3 days after. Just copy that in. Be sure this is correct. So here are the placeholders. So you can do first name, you can do middle name, you can do last name, you can do company name, you can do title, you can do location, and you can do industry. Be sure you have that, specifically this syntax. So and the last one is around 7 or somewhere between 7 and 14 days. I would send that message. Oh wait, 2 days for this one, because it's the most important question, and then come the reminders, and those I send a lot later. So another one. is the breakup. Boom. Okay. Check all your spacing. That's good. And then press. You can name it however you want. I do recommend naming it. So what I do is basically take my strategy name, in short, CCC strategy, and then the name, bubble marketing. Use for the description as well. Save. Oh, got that. 7 days after that. You might also do a visit in between. You could do that. You don't need to do that. You can play around with this, of course. So when you have this funnel active, by the way, and you want to make adjustments, stop it and then make adjustments, save it, and then start it again. It's important. So um, next thing we are going to do is we need to go to the duck here. If you don't see it, press the puzzle piece and then press pin it, click it, and then go to options. Next thing is you need to go to user. You need to type in user type expert. Right. And we're going to go through it one by one. Just a moment. All right. So you want to do the first message. You want to click this one, and then you will also want to add again this first message here. Check spacing again. And there we go. You want to check this one. It says cancel invitations after X amount of days in Dutch. And what I do usually is 120 days. Okay, so you cancel invitations after 120 days. I try to make it in English, but it doesn't work for some reason. And I will show you the English version as the end result. So, continuing. You can, if you want to, you can say like, I want to endorse their top 3 skills, top 1, top 5. You can tag them whatever you want to tag them as. So if you are using a specific campaign for a specific type of person, like sustainable warriors or whatever you want to call them, you can do that here. You can use that later on. Now, you can say like, I don't want profiles with less than 100 connections. They're probably not that active, which is I think is a good one to do. And the most important one to check is this one. So it says send automatically messages after a connection is made. And do not check this one because then it will send a connection request and send follow-ups to everyone you will connect to, even the ones that are not in your funnel. You do not want that most of the time. You might want that if you want to send everyone a funnel. But I do not recommend it. If you do not check this, Ducksoup will not really work. At least it only will do the connection request. Now we go to skip. So I do not check this one and I do check this one. So it says skip when the profile is attached to your CRM, and here skip when it is outside of your network. let me just write it in English. It's not English. Right. Never mind. Here, this is throttle in English. And when I first set it up, I just pick random. This is good. I make it slower, medium or slow. Slow is better, I think. And I do 7 minutes after every 15 visits. You don't want to snooze the robot during the 3 days after reaching the LinkedIn invitation limit. I do 1 day. No, actually 2. Let's do 2. So here it says daily limits, warning, changing this. This is a disclaimer. Changing this could potentially get you into trouble and can get your account banned. So if you do this, be sure to know what you're doing. My recommendation is you can do it to 35 at first. You can build that up slowly. So per week, do 5 more, or per month, do 10 more, or 50 more. But I wouldn't recommend going as high as 100 per day. I'm still on 75 myself, and I think that's enough. Direct messages 100 per day, so that are the follow-ups that you will send are max of 100. That's pretty good. And apply a random corrections. Just add that as well. Here at connecting, I have not used this yet, but here is where you can connect it to different services, so a CRM, for example. And a planner is where you can give specific times where it will be inviting. So this could be useful, for example, if you, I know that a lot of people are active on LinkedIn at the end of the day and maybe at the beginning of the day. But more at the end is what I see. So you could say like, hey, what if we send a connection request between these because people are more active and see it right away. So you could try that as well. And that is it for the installation. Yeah. So that's how you set up DuckSoup. Then everything is ready at the DuckSoup side. Now in the next lesson I will be showing you how to connect a CRM called Pipedrive, which is, I really highly recommend doing that. It is not essential, but it makes your life a lot easier if you're going to use this system. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, the final lesson of the setup. Or maybe, no, maybe I'll make 2. But I think we're nearing the end at least. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. And remember, no matter what you do, just break through and grow like them. See you in the next one. Bye.